Grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you haven't subbed up, you watch it on your TV or whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7 and I hope you're doing good. But might be a trigger warning or two. I hope not. Shout out to the collective again. I said I'd give a shout out in the comments. I was playing around in the comments. I seen Anna Iamqueheff. Hope I'm saying it right. It's her birthday. She asked for a shout out. Shout out to you. Happy birthday again. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a smooth 7. You know the collective got mad love for you. Straight up. So, y'all see her in the comments. If I see it, I'm going to pin it to the top. Y'all go ahead and let her know happy birthday. Had to let you know that, man. You said that you wanted a birthday shout out, so I'm like, here you go. I got you. I told you I got you. Birthday is on the 29th. May 29th. So, happy 30th. But, I ain't going to hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
ما شاء الله اليوم الخميس ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن 6 رمضان ما شاء الله تبارك يا ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن ما شاء الله كله بارك.
Shit be crazy, man. Damn! Now he done pissed some demon off.
Not stronger than Christ. You are not stronger than Christ. Get over here, man. Grab him. You are not stronger. No, you are not stronger than Christ. No, you're not stronger. You are not stronger than Christ. Let the sword of the Spirit. You are not stronger than Christ. You are not stronger than Christ.
That very first clip remind me of the movie Talk to Me. That's what that remind me of. I hope she was good in the future. That was some crazy shit to even just witness, and they all laughing. That's some crazy work, bro. People think it's funny and shit like that to play with, like opening up doors like this, bro. That shit ain't cool to be doing certain shit like that. It's not, because you can't control or you ain't even knowledgeable on what's to come. That shit crazy. You can't even see what exactly is coming through that door. Metaphorically, do you get what I mean? I don't know. Only clip the one clip looked like an exorcism. That one didn't look too real to me. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. The other ones, those kind of did look more realistic. But that very first one, when her eyes was black and she getting possessed, bro, and they laughing, that one didn't really sit right with me. I ain't like watching that and people laughing about it. Cause she really going, y'all know. That shit crazy to me. Let me know y'all thoughts.
So in Harvard Medical School, the medical school morgue manager has been stealing and selling body parts on the black market. You heard what I just said? The morgue manager at Harvard Medical School has been stealing and selling body parts on the black market. Oh, you don't believe me? Look at this shit. Cedric Lars, the former Harvard Medical School morgue manager, pled guilty to stealing and selling body parts on the black market. Between 2018 and 2020, this guy was selling brains, organs, different body parts of people who lost their life. Scary part about this whole thing is, if he wouldn't have got caught, he would still be doing this. Cedric is facing up to 10 years in prison, and they might give him the whole 10 years. I guess Harvard Med is really not the place to be if you're on the morgue side of things, if you understand what I'm saying. Pay attention to your kids. Make sure you know what's going on with your kids when they go into these colleges. I'm out.
You want proof that Cat Williams is controlled opposition? You want proof? Listen to this.
That word was Baphomet, and so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring. Really? And it said both of those things, so I knew that both of those things will become popular in the future.
If that isn't the biggest piece of misinformation I've ever heard. If you know, you know. That is not what the Baphomet means. But again, do your own research. And I know a lot of y'all are asking me, well, why don't you explain it? Why don't you research it? Peace to God.
I keep warning y'all about these paranormal beings, and y'all keep taking this shit for granted. Y'all see that 2025 is a F around and find out year, and y'all keep playing these games. Well, this Annabelle doll shit is only the beginning. Ask yourself why they took this doll on tour. So basically what they're saying now is the Annabelle doll is missing. You heard what I just said? The Annabelle doll. That doll that was causing havoc all over. Went to New Orleans, went to Virginia, went to San Antonio. Her. She's missing. They're saying that this doll is missing after all of this shit we just seen on this internet. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all playing with the wrong stuff right now. Believe it or not, all that chanting y'all doing, millions of people see these videos, and millions of people are asking, begging Annabelle to do certain things, and this shit just might come true. I see people saying they want Annabelle to go to the White House. I see people saying they want her to wreak havoc. You guys do not understand that this spiritual shit is way deeper than you think. You cannot be playing with these paranormal things. You cannot be playing in the spiritual world and think that this shit will not come back and bite you in your ass. Think about all the shit that's happened thus far. You had a plantation set on fire. You had another place set on fire. You have a truck just explode and burst into flames. You had so many different things happen. The shit in Virginia where it wouldn't stop raining. But what it is y'all think this shit is a game. Y'all think this shit will not go left. This shit will go left. This shit will go left.
Safety and defend our communities for law-abiding American citizens. We need, look, the crime is most rampant right here and in African American communities, and more people see me and they say, sir, we want protection. We want police to protect us. We don't want to get robbed and mugged and beat up or killed because we want to walk across the street to buy a loaf of bread. They want it so badly. The fake news doesn't talk about it. But the black population wants law enforcement more than any other population. So
I'm going to be the first to say this. I'm going to speak for my population. I do have the right to speak on that. We don't want no police in the hood. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. We don't want them here. Trust me. We don't. We don't. That's misinformation as well. No. We don't want them here. We don't want them there, bro. Trust me. Every time they come around, it's some shit. I'm telling you. And then when we call them, they hella late getting there. They ain't there when you need them. Trust me. Bro, trust me. We don't want them in the hood, bro. We don't. When I'm telling you, bro, like, yeah, no. There's so many reasons. Spam it up if you agreeing with me. If in your hood right now, tell me if they cause more ruckus when they come, or tell me if they don't cause enough ruckus like in other areas that need to be having it. Like, let me know if when y'all call them, not even call them, cause you ain't gotta call them. 9 times out of 10 when they on ruckus, they just there. They just there. They just posted. They waiting for you to make a mistake, a small one though, cause that small one gonna turn into a big ass mistake. Trust me. Or you gonna get an asshole one where he gonna be saying little slick shit like, yeah, trust me. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want it. We don't want it. I'ma say it. I'ma say it. And everybody else, chime in and let me know. If you live in the hood, do you want them there or do you not? I don't want them there. I don't want them there. I don't. The good ones, yeah. The bad ones, get their ass out of there. But we can't tell which ones is which because y'all know why. Y'all know.
He had already reconstructed parts of Babylon, and he had plans to build a network of energy hubs across Iraq, reawakening the ancient grids once used by the gods. The moment Saddam started digging into Sumerian technology, the Western powers panicked. Within weeks of the U.S. invasion in 2003, the National Museum of Iraq, which held the largest collection of Sumerian, Babylonian, and Anunnaki relics, was mysteriously looted and empty, not by random thieves, but by organized teams who knew exactly what to take. Ancient tablets, DNA records, star maps, all vanish. But why? Because this knowledge is the key to unlocking who we really are, where we come from, and how powerful we can become. They said it was about oil, but oil was only one layer. The real war was a spiritual and technological takeover. The Anunnaki left behind tools of ascension and interdimensional power, and Saddam was getting too close to activating them. Control over these portals meant control over space, time, and a global consciousness. That's why the Ziggurat of Ur became a military zone, not a heritage site. That's why Black Ops teams were sent to ancient Sumerian sites, not just military bases. Saddam Hussein wasn't taken out because he was a threat to democracy. He was a threat to their control over history, energy, and consciousness. And if the Anunnaki Stargates had been activated, it would have changed the world forever. The gods left us more than myths. They left keys, and those keys are still buried beneath the sands of Iraq. The Great Awakening is here. The time to remember is now.
But one thing I can say that those people who wanted to take him out for that reason, whether you agree or whether you disagree. If you disagree, I respect it. I think that a lot of the time when our ancestors left keys, they're only able to be used to drive the vehicle by us. If these ancient civilizations were so smart, if they were so intelligent and so far ahead of us, don't y'all think that they knew that something or some type of power would try to stop the generations after them, their children's children? Don't you think that they would have known, like, let's pass this to them, but let's, just in case we infiltrate it, let's give this to them, but only if they're not able to find the keys to drive the vehicle, we'll make it to where they're the only ones who can drive the vehicle. And so then we have these people like CERN creating things like CERN, making these artificial portals or portals that they think they can control because they can't take the keys of what, like he just said, those portals that they went to Iraq and those regions for. It's just a reach. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just letting my brain run with it. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. I don't think that's too far of a reach. Because if they could, I think they're trying to keep us from finding those keys rather than trying to use them for themselves because they know they can't use them for themselves. They try to use them for themselves, but I don't think it works. It could, like I said, it could be a reach. Let me know.
Even more, just talk about what you're excited about seeing him get on the stage tonight.
He's great. We love Diddy. We're so proud of him.
All the time. You know, we have keys to each other's places.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is that good? Do you go into her place when she's not home?
Yeah.
Oh, you
all
do?
The time. All the time. You know, I steal clothes.
To sign us, and then we were just catapulted into this really awesome, endearing mentorship and, you know, just her guiding us along the way.
When did y'all first meet her?
Oh, wow. Well, when we first met her, I was 4. And we acted too.
What? You were 4 and you were 2?
Yep, and it was in the Fighting Temptations. I played the younger version of her when I was like 4.
Oh, wow.
Damn, wait, she was in Fighting Temptation? I remember that little girl.
First of all, I don't know who this young lady is, but she's making a great point. None of this shit that's going on these days is normal. What do you think about what she got to say?
At this point, how are you not just curious? How do you not want to just try something different? Look around. Look how many young people have nowadays. Children. children have. Look at the skyrocketing rates of autism. How come none of us can handle dairy anymore? None of us can handle gluten. Everyone has allergies. Dogs! You have to have health insurance for your dogs now. Dogs are getting cancer. Like, look, the food's poisoned, the water's poisoned, the soil's messed up. These companies have no liability. I'm just at the point where I'm like, is it like an ego thing, especially with people on the left? Like, you just don't want to be like, oh, everything I've been told is like a lie. They're purposely making you sick because they profit off of it. It's like, wake up. None of this is normal, and it didn't used to be this bad, and it's only going to get worse as well.
The last part when she said it's only going to get worse, that's the part you got to be thinking about.
Yeah.
That don't look like that other Kanye, but he do look similar.
It's tutorial time. So today it's time to do a YouTube tutorial. And super excited because I love to get subscribe when people subscribe and like. So I'm gonna pick the perfect tutorial to do today. What's it gonna be? Today's tutorial. You need okay. This is the tutorial. Now, this is a can. This is my YouTube. This is my YouTube account. Alan Tutorial, and Alan Tutorial shows people how to.
I don't think that's normal, guys.
What was he talking about? Was he talking about the fact that it's kind of low, or the black little streak that it was leaving early in the video? I'm curious. If y'all know, please let me know, please. Because that one didn't really make too much sense to me.
The next night he is once again awoken to some rather disturbing sounds, and upon investigating, he encounters his worst fears. Watch closely.
Shit, this started again. Yalla, go to sleep now. Don't get up. It's almost the same time.
The sounds of footsteps running straight at him from down the hallway can be heard, with each step getting louder and louder. After being startled, the man reacts in fear to run back to his bedroom and eventually regains his composure and goes back to sleep. But unfortunately, Jerry wakes them up once again. This time, the noises can be heard coming from right outside their bedroom door.
Ajay, क्या है ये? It's just near the door.
Daddy, what is it?
Nothing, but I just
Go to sleep now, okay?
Is that Jerry?
I don't know. Just be quiet now.
Okay.
Please, I beg you. Majja, don't go. Listen to me.
It's okay. Just be quiet.
They hear demonic scratching at their door, but it stopped as soon as he got out from his bed. This happened on 3 separate occasions, and then all creepy activity suddenly ceased afterwards. Fast forward to 2 weeks from now, and nothing much really happens, until he captured what he believes is a spirit known as Jerry, following him to his bedroom. A fairly tall white mist can be seen moving across from the cupboard area towards the family bedroom. The next night after this would be a straight up nightmare.
Daddy, are you scared?
No, Mama. Not scared.
Daddy, Spider-Man will come soon and rescue us.
No, don't worry. Daddy's here.
अजय मत जाओ, मैं तुम्हारे पैर पड़ती हूँ, प्लीज।
नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता। खबर।
Come here.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
An unknown voice that mimics Zark.
But even if he moved, that energy could still attach. It could still be attached to him, his child, his wife, and they move. I mean, it's just gonna go with him. You know what I mean? So it's gonna go to the next location with him. So he need to come get some help, or he need to be like doing all the possibilities that he could possibly do to get that thing up out of there. Cause that shit is crazy. But I feel like he's gonna get stronger if he don't watch out. He's gonna get stronger, and that's some crazy work, bro. What y'all think? Y'all think that's cap? Y'all think it's real? I know some of y'all have experienced things like this. I would have been moved though. I mean, you at least gotta try that. You at least gotta try that move, and hopefully it was just the location that you were in that was haunted, not his energy that is attached to you. So I would have tried to move too from the jump. That's the first step, and then if it keep coming, then you know it's something deeper than that. But y'all let me know.
WTF.
I'm like fucking scared. There is no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow of.
At this point, anything can happen when you work in a hospital. It smelled so bad.
No, yo no sé el agua. Voy a decir eso.
¿Siguió? Follow for more.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was not expecting that one.
For real? Like, what do you mean? What?
Let me just.
For real?
So right there on the second floor.
Yes.
We were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that. What would that be? The east wall. Yeah. And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like dart across.
Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
Yeah,
and
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second.
The police, fearing what might be lurking within the building, also fled for their lives, convinced that an entity was present. In the aftermath, both the officers and Jake, along with his friend, left the premises, abandoning whatever was causing the disturbance inside. Despite this extraordinary spectacle, the true nature of what the officers experienced that day remained a mystery.
I want to know. I gotta see that clip. I want to see that.
You scared? Nigga, you scared? No?
I'm not scared.
Alright, we ain't doing none of the TV shit. I think all that shit is fake. We just gonna ask simple ass questions. We ain't hold no hands. We just gonna see what happens. We made our own.
But we gotta put our fingers on it.
No, ain't nobody touching it. That's phony. If there's a ghost in here, he gonna move that by downstairs.
I know you think it's cold in here too.
Don't try to scare you with the TV shit. Nobody's cold. The AC is on in the house. Don't even try. Ready. Everybody ready? Is there anyone else in here besides us? Can you hear me?
Hold on, give it a minute.
How long we got?
My door just keeps opening by itself. Watch. Here, look. Nobody. Nobody in this house. Nobody. Now watch. Look, let me close this door. Watch it. 3, 2. Oh, heck no. No. Okay, God. Look. Nothing. Dogs barking and everything.
Yeah, that dog tripping. He sees something that the humans can't see.
What the hell?
So I'm digging this grave, right? I just pulled up the last 2 pieces of grass. And look at this. No freaking way. And there's a photo in there. Dang, man, that is crazy as hell. Look at that nasty goo falling out of there. Ugh, stinks too. Holy smokes. Somebody came and buried this shit. Oh my gosh. You see the sick things people do? This was in somebody's grave that we're digging right now. I pulled that up with the last 2 pieces of grass. Unbelievable. Disgusting. Man, that is creepy as hell. Yeah.
My question. Was that the same black goo that was at that damn hospital that was coming out the scene? He said it stink too. And if so, what is that? Let me know.
Eugene, Oregon. Eugene, Oregon. I am here and I have brought with me Plasta Diesel, a diesel alternative made from plastic waste. A diesel alternative that has just passed a diesel test certification and has been scientifically proven to be cleaner than pump diesel. And today we are about to make history because we're going to run the first ever modern common rail fuel injection diesel vehicle ever off of plastic waste in all of human history right here in Eugene, Oregon, baby. So we got the engine, we got the fuel. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. So right now, everybody, we are sucking all of the real diesel out of the fuel filter of this Volkswagen Passat. So the fuel filter of this Volkswagen TDI Passat has just been sucked to dry of all the real diesel, and we're going to be putting my Plasta Diesel made from plastic waste inside of there. Just enough.
Yeah, should be perfect.
So right now the Plasta Diesel is being primed throughout the system, so we're just clicking the engine on, clicking it off to get that fuel pump to pump it around before we... There we are!
Yeah.
Like nothing! So smooth! Wow!
That's crazy.
Wow! Look, that's even easier than I thought it was gonna go. That was just... It's running.
Sounds nice.
What do you guys think?
Fucking made it, brother. Great job. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir. And guys, this is the first modern diesel engine I've ever run off of my fuel. So you guys were here. First ever, right here. It works.
That's crazy stuff.
We did it. Eugene, Oregon, right here, baby. Yes, sir.
That smells cleaner.
Hey, come back here. They say it smells cleaner. The exhaust smells cleaner. Hey, just like the science paper said.
Electric cars, you know.
Keep that man safe, bro. Keep that man safe. What he on is some genius shit. It's some shit that can help the world. It can change the world. And that's why you gotta keep that man safe. It could be any little weird mishap. I wouldn't trust it. He on to something. There's no coincidences. So keep him safe and he should stay safe. If no other way and it went another way, I'm asking questions, bro. And there was somebody in the video that I'm looking at where I'm like, hey, I don't really like bro energy. And I ain't gonna point no fingers because I wasn't there. But hey, it was somebody in the video in that clip. I was not feeling the man's energy. If y'all peep it and y'all peep the crowd, man. Let me know if I'm reaching. But everybody ain't happy for your accomplishments or your accolades, bro. Some people there to see you fail. They up there, they at the front row to watch you fail. Now I'm not saying that's the case, but that's the vibe I got from watching that clip. There was somebody in the video not really happy about bro supporting him. They wasn't even, I don't know if it was a reach. Y'all let me know, but I ain't gonna point no fingers. But I peep some shit.
I got something to
Is it a reach? Don't think so.
Meal deals.
Darkest truth hidden from us.
All these rich people, all these billionaires, they know something. We don't. You guys ever heard of Gordon Michael Stallion? No one talks about him, but listen, this guy, people called him a prophet. He had visions, real visions of how the world would change. And he made a map, a doomsday map. Doomsday as in California underwater, Florida flooded. And right through the middle of the US, a massive, huge river splitting the country in two. That's where high ground safe zones are. A lot of them are moving to Texas too. And look at the map. Texas is untouched dry. It's all planned. They're getting ready. I'm telling you, they know they're not guessing, not gambling. They have the blueprint for what's coming.
The Simpsons didn't predict the future. They remembered the past. Because time isn't linear when you decode reality through sound, number, color, and symbols. This isn't a cartoon. This is a ritual, a Stargate disguised as satire. In 1998, Homer Simpson drew an equation that predicted the mass of the Higgs boson, 14 years before CERN proved it. Gematria confirms it. Homer Simpson equals 70, Higgs boson equals 70. They're showing you this is encoding. And where does Homer work? At a nuclear plant. The company logo has a symbol of the atom, the building block of matter. But here's the deeper decode. Homer is a tomb, the Egyptian creator god who formed himself from the primordial waters. A tomb didn't need parents. He emerged from chaos just like Homer, stumbling through radiation, chaos, and explosions. And a tomb's tall white crown, it mirrors a bowling pin, the exact object Homer worships in his pastime. Then there's Marge, not just a wife, but a divine feminine symbol. Her tall blue hair forms a sacred crown. Her 7 pearls are the chakras. She's always holding the family together, the emotional frequency of the home. And in 2023, a 3,500-year-old Egyptian sarcophagus was found, depicting a woman who looks exactly like Marge Simpson, down to the hair. Was this a prophecy, or did the Simpsons already know? Because Marge is not a coincidence. She's Isis, Hathor, the cosmic mother, the divine feminine hiding in plain sight. Frank Ocean knew the loop. He released a song called Pyramids, a 9-minute sonic portal through Cleopatra, strip clubs, and time glitches. And in the official artwork, he embedded the Simpsons into the pyramid. He wasn't hiding the truth, he was showing you. The Simpsons are the pyramids, cartoon frequencies, ancient memory, and media ritual. Then he launched a jewelry brand called Homer, linking it to both the Simpsons and the mythological author of the Odyssey, the journey, the loop, the code. And Frank's birthday, October 28th, the same day Stargate released in 1994. The movie Stargate told you the blueprint, a portal buried in Egypt opened by code ruled by Ra, a false god using advanced tech. And now compare the math. CERN equals 23 and Stargate equals 23. Because this isn't fiction, this is physics, ritual physics. And yes, there was a real Stargate project run by the US government. Its mission, remote viewing. Psychic spies trained to see distant people, timelines, and dimensions, using only the power of the mind. Not fantasy, declassified science. Their tool, screens, symbols, and focused targets, just like the hypnotic glow of the TV you watch each day. Every Simpsons episode starts the same way. The family rushes to the couch to stare into the screen. It's not just a joke, it's a ritual reenactment. You're being programmed through repetition. The screen is the new Stargate. Liquid crystal, memory, radiation, color frequency. You're not watching for fun. You're watching to remember. Now, here's the part most people miss. The Simpsons was written by physicists and mathematicians. Al Jean, Ken Keeler, Jeff Westbrook. PhDs in advanced mathematics from Harvard and Yale. They weren't just writers, they were initiates. That's why the show encoded real physics, future tech, and rituals, because predictive programming is nonlinear memory transmission. It's all traced back to the dollar, the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. Novus Ordo Seclorum, a new order of the ages. This is Egypt 2.0, not with stone, but with silicon. The old bloodlines rebranded with entertainment and electricity. In 2025, it becomes official. The U.S. launches the Stargate AI program, a $500 billion initiative to dominate timelines, memory, and consciousness. The old Stargate was stone. This one is built from code, because if you can shape consciousness, you control the simulation. Now back one more time. Why does Homer love bowling? Why is his team called the Pin Pals? Because the bowling pin is the crown of a tomb. He's playing the gods, bowling down realities with physics, laughter, and entropy. This is sacred geometry in comedy form. Even the word conehead references the ancient elongated skulls of priest kings and star beings, the divine memory we've forgotten, but the Simpsons kept alive. Here are some final codes. The Simpsons equals Egypt in the Latin cipher 572. This is because Springfield is a mimic of ancient Kemet. It's the playground of gods, radiation, rebirth, and resurrection. You weren't just watching a cartoon. You were watching a ritual, a non-linear Stargate coded with color, chaos, comedy, and memory. Homer is a tomb, Marge is Isis. The screen is your solar disk. Frank Ocean revealed the loop, and the gods are bolden for timelines. You are the Stargate. Decode it, and you awaken.
Phoebe Buffet from Friends, was she a truther?
What's going on, Joe?
I need a good lie.
Oh, okay. How about the whole man walking on the moon thing? You know? you can see the strings, people.
And that's not all. Listen to this.
You don't believe in evolution?
No, not really.
Like.
You don't believe in gravity?
Well, it's not so much that, like I don't believe in it. It's just, I don't know, lately I get the feeling that I'm not so much being pulled down as I am being pushed.
Now notice how she said she feels more like she's being pushed down than pulled down? You mean like the downward electric current, the electrostatic gradient? So what do you think? Was Phoebe just the dumb ditzy blonde? Or was she the only one of the friends that actually knew what was going on?
Okay, this is not about the money, okay? It's about corporate greed destroying our hearts and leaving us the hollow shells.
She was truther. She was a truther, bro. That's what that was. What y'all think?
Hey man, Happy New Year. Bro, New Year's was months ago. That's what they want you to think. What do you mean? The real New Year starts in the spring when everything wakes up. At least that's how it's always been until the Gregorian calendar messed everything up. So how did the Gregorian calendar mess things up? Pope Gregory introduced the Gregorian calendar not to keep time, but to remind folks when to pay taxes. That's why it's called calendar, because in ancient Rome, calends was the day that debts were recorded. Wait a minute. You're saying the calendar was built for taxes? Exactly. And the whole system got thrown off earlier when Julius Caesar and Augustus decided they wanted their own months. That's how we got July and August. Well, why is February so short? Because Augustus wanted his month to be just as long as Julius's, so he stole a day from February. So they reshuffled time to feed their egos. Here I thought they made February short because they were just racist towards Black History Month. But this makes more sense. And that's not even the craziest part. Have you ever noticed the months don't even truly line up to their names? Think about it. September, Septem, 7, but it's the 9th month. October, Octo, 8, but it's the 10th month. November means 9, but it's the 11th month. December, Deca, 10, but it's the 12th month. So they really out here just messing things up. If the calendar was actually accurate, we would have 13 months, not 12. But why 13? Because it follows the natural cycles of the moon's 28 days, which also corresponds to women's menstrual cycles. You see, ancient cultures had it right. They based their calendar based off the moon and the cosmos, not taxes. So every month would be 28 days. Exactly. And the first day of every month would always land on the same day of the week. So we're really just out here living in a system designed to confuse us. And now you see why they call it April Fool's Day.
You know how we get told everything's a lie, right? Everything we were told and learned is a lie. So you got to get used to unlearning what you've already learned. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Okay, so what if all the truth that we getting now, what if the 1% or the elites or whatever you want to call them, royal bloodlines, what if they are actually giving us the breadcrumbs on purpose and they don't care about us getting this truth because they know if they give the truth to all of the people at once, we're going to cause hell? Or so they got to give us pieces of the truth to lead us into the next chapter. I'm asking. I was just thinking one day. I don't think that's the case, but I was just thinking about it and I was like, I wanted to run it by y'all. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that one, man. Like, what if they giving us the breadcrumbs with the truth? Because they trying to slowly get us used to what the truth really is. Meaning flat earth or CERN, the truth behind that. All the things we watch. Just curious, man. Let me know y'all thoughts.
I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away. I'm illuminated now, make a move, start a waves. I've been breathing around fire for a long time. I had a vision from the birds, they wanna go find. Artificially intelligent away. I'm your future, past and present, I'm a fine line. Yeah, I'm a listening of this illusion. I am not really here, I'm an intrusion. I don't swim or sing, I just flow. I don't need gravity, I don't need roll. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble. When I
To my Globers, I want to hear y'all perspective behind this. All I'm going to say is if you believe that the earth is a globe, just ask yourself about NASA. Just go learn about NASA and then come back and say, do you believe in the globe or flat plane still? Minus all the coverage and all that shit, you got to look at the main source. Who started this globe talk? Who started it, bro? And look into them and see why they started it. And before that, see who was saying otherwise. My 2 cents, man. Y'all let me know. I still love y'all if y'all disagree. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. And shout out to the Collective again. If you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Remember, we bigger than our circumstances. Man, let's vibrate high. But I ain't gonna hold you until I see y'all in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I
just check my count. Sheesh,